Don't mind me. I've just got a couple of withers to take care of. Now, I found the one behind me, but there's a wither on the loose, and I have no idea where it is. This is the aftermath of the barge quest, and I kinda can't leave these guys just standing around. So, we're gonna try and take care of them the old-fashioned way. Cheesing it. Ooh. So we're gonna do this by flying in the air and whacking him with my axe. We're gonna find out how difficult this really is. They had such a hard time doing this, it took them like half an hour. In fact, I could probably get a good time of this. I think he's vanished. This wither has legitimately vanished. If it gets too high, it vanishes? What on earth? I'm gonna have to just guess where it is. I can't beat them. I can't beat them. And what is going on here? Flying. You know, I should have definitely tested the wither fight thing before I sent 4 people to do this. I've been at this for 20 minutes now. I haven't killed one of them, mainly because as soon as it hits a certain height at the top, it vanishes and I can't see it. So, I don't know what to do. So my new tactic is to get them to half health on the ground, and then they become immune to projectiles, I believe. Now I need to take it in the air, and I've got to kill them before they get to the top and vanish on me. One more! Come on, one more! There we go! Oh my goodness. So, I think we can pretty easily say that the wither fight kind of sucks. The only time I've ever killed another wither, I did it in the air. And that fight kind of sucked too. I think withers suck. They're just not good. Hey, sky drop. Oh man. Okay, so total time to kill 2 withers was 44 minutes. 44 full minutes, nearly an hour. So, I guess I will be the first to apologize for the end of the barge quest. I, in hindsight, should have maybe only made 1 wither and made them fight for it. I did not expect that 1 wither would be so difficult to kill, and so boring as well. It just wasn't a fun fight. In fact, most of the time I was just sighing and hitting it. Okay, right. I'm kind of glad I took care of that, because there's a lot of industrial buildings around here, and the wither was getting incredibly close. That could have caused some major destruction. So it's a good job we took care of that, and now we can go back to the base. Right, we got that out of the way. Now there's some improvements to the mansion that I've been looking at doing. And one of them is continuing to mine this out. I have actually done a little bit of progress, but also I really would like to expand my villager hall. This is where I do the majority of my trading and work and grinding for resources. But actually, I need to expand it because I don't have enough of them to make it as efficient as possible. So I'd like to kind of bring in some more, but if you remember back at the start of the season, I made the very real claim that villagers are the worst, and it's true. But I'd like to get them some grain. Haha, grain. I would like to get them some bread and get me some more villagers so that I can trade with them. So we'll craft ourselves up some bread. Some grain? Grain? Who's this grain character? I think I found him. Yep. Over the years, autocorrect has not been kind to my name, Grian. And the majority of the mistakes come in the form of grain. So I decided it's time to just lean into it and be done with it. And this is what we got. Grain himself. The bread Grian. That's really cute. I'm gonna leave my bread as grain forever. But also, I decided to put it on a t-shirt. It's on a t-shirt, and it's in my brand new merch store. And there's a link in the description to check it out. Look at this. I got grain t-shirts. Who is this grain character? Sorry, the way that just flies in like that. Hold on, look. Well, I got Grain t-shirts, and I also got something very dear to my heart. Pesky Bird t-shirts. I know it's been nearly a year since we brought in Professor Beak, the original PB Pesky Bird, but we finally got a design on a t-shirt. Pesky Bird t-shirts, and also on a hat. I'm probably a little bit more excited for the hat, but I really, really am proud of these designs. And if you order before December the 6th, it is guaranteed shipping before Christmas. So it is a very limited time offer to get your hands on one of these breads. And it's also limited time for a Pesky Bird t-shirt. So click the link in the description if you'd like to check it out. I'm very proud of these t-shirts and I can't wait to get my hands on them myself. I feel like I need to take Grain on a little adventure over here. Oh wait, that's totally right. I've got to feed Grain to these guys. Here you go. Enjoy the grain. Did you guys pick them up? Yes. Oh, yes, I did. Yes. What is going on? What is happening? Just like me, they can't get enough grain. You know, it used to kind of annoy me the amount of times I get called Grain or Grian or whatever it is everyone's calling me, but now I'm just gonna lean into it. It's just grain for everyone. Now I remember why I don't do this. Because it never works properly. Okay, I think we may have to ditch this idea. We're going to save our grain for villagers who appreciate it. And I think this place is really unfit for purpose. Look at it, it's a mess. I feel like I should transfer these guys into a machine that works a little bit better, maybe even inside the main mansion itself. There's a few things that I wanted to add up there, but I think this machine is way past its expiration date. But I'm not sure I can stomach moving villages again. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for that. However, I did actually receive a message from Hypno saying that he wanted to have a word about my proposal on his shop. Now that doesn't sound like a no, does it? So he hasn't taken the diamonds, so let's ask him what's going on.
Hey, how's it going, Grian?
Yeah, not bad. I don't think we've ever really, chatted this season, so hi. How you doing?
Yeah, I don't think we have either. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So, you saw my offer, I take it?
Yeah, I saw the offer, and I thought it was a little low. Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Hold on, let me grab some diamonds. Now you just, you tell me when you want to stop.
Oh, I can just tell you when to stop, huh? Okay. Stop. We'll call it there.
Okay.
We'll call it there.
I'll throw in some grain as well.
Oh, some grain. Look at that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, obviously, I would love to expand the barge, but I don't want to force any sale or anything. Do you want me, if you're gonna move this, I don't want to sell tridents, that's your thing. I can move this shop if you want me to, or...
I mean, I can move it, you can move it. I mean, I don't want it taken down for sure, but yeah, we can relocate it. That's not a big deal.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, thank you for taking my offer, and I mean, you could have... you know what? Take some more diamonds. I was prepared to go that far.
Whoa! You're prepared to go? How many is this anyway? Oh, okay.
All right, cheers. Thank you very much, Hypno. That's going to be brilliant. I can expand the barge quite far. Well, that is amazing. We have got ourselves a big old chunk of land. So I'm pretty sure we can safely say that we can edit probably up to here. I'm sure I can work out a system to engulf this pathway, and that would mean that I can settle myself around here with the barge. If we take a look from above, what does this look like? Well, it's not double the size, and there's some big old trees in the way. However, there is a big option to expand over here. And I also think it's time we actually cashed out on the barge quest diamonds. I haven't actually done anything with these. How often do you see an inventory full of diamonds like that? Not very often. Not very often at all. Stacks and stacks and stacks of diamonds. So I've been massively thinking what to do up here, and I've decided that I'm going to sell things by the box. And one of the first things that I want to do here is dye boxes. I am going to start encroaching on other people's business. So I'm going to need to make a flower farm. But before we go and do another farm and start working on the barge a bit more, there's something I've been meaning to do. Now, you remember in the last Mycelium headquarters meeting, we all decided to go on the attack. And each and every one of us has a different idea on how to show Hep who's boss. And mine is something that I've been looking at doing for quite some time. I mean, they've done the majority of the work for me. Let's play a little game called Spot the Difference. So, Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two images. Image A and image B. They're the same image. And that's... or at least they will be the same image when I'm through with it. So what we're going to do for our attack is we're going to turn Hep HQ into the llama that it always has been. All we got to do is add a little schnut right here. The difficulty here, of course, is that it may end up looking cuter than it did before. So Season 6, my base got called a water filter. Season 7, their base gets called a llama. So let's go and gather some materials and let's make a llama. So make a llama out of this base. Look at that. It may seem like this was a lot of effort. It actually took 40 minutes, and for a build that size, that's nothing. But here's the thing, Hep did most of the work for me. It genuinely looks so good as a llama. I love it. It should have just been like this from the start. So I've kept in all the gubbins and stuff. I had to remove like an E or something, but it's easy enough to replace afterwards. But my goodness, if I had a nickel for every llama that was built in the shopping district, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, so the mission is accomplished. I can't wait to see what Scar's reaction is to that. Look, if you're gonna build a base that looks like an animal, you're gonna get it turned into an animal. It's just how Hermitcraft works, right? That's why you gotta build your base as a giant mushroom castle, because it doesn't look like an animal at all. But there is a very long railway track leading straight into the what is going on here? I don't want to know. Nope, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I am scared to go in this base because Doc is doing some stuff in here. No, I don't want to know. No, I'm not going in. I don't want to know. And actually, I totally forgot something really, really important. Barge is my favorite shop that I've ever made on Hermitcraft. I love it. It's grown from a little babby raft into the big boy that it is today. And I've got a t-shirt that goes with it. So I know I already plugged my t-shirts, and that's really rude of me to plug again. But check it out. I also have Barge t-shirts. Check it out. Barge, the Great Grian Emporium. So show your love for the Barge if you want to check it out. The link is in the description. And speaking of shops, have you seen what Scar is doing? And also, can we take a minute to appreciate how much bigger the shopping district has got because we quickly ran out of space? Look at this. This is Scar's Aquatown or something. And he thought he could get away with forgetting about my plot. He thought I'd forget. So I put a couple of signs just to remind him. Grian spot. Also Grian spot. I own a random plot. Remember, I spent that diamond block very early on in the season, and I claimed a small section to be very disruptive in whatever plans he's got. So whatever Scar is making here, and I have a feeling it's got to be a big shop, right? It's Scar. He's gonna build a big shop. I reckon it's gonna be city. We're going to make something super disruptive. We're not going to ruin his build, don't get me wrong, but if he's building skyscrapers, we're making a barge scraper right next to it. So I just thought I'd let you know that no one has forgotten, or at least I made sure no one has forgotten, that I own a spot there. So, I mentioned earlier that I wanted to make a dye farm, and that means I need to go and find myself a flower biome. I actually don't know what they're called. Are they called flower biomes? They're definitely not called flower biomes. The issue is, I've flown around my base many times, and unfortunately, there is no flower biome anywhere near me. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of exploring to find one. And then, of course, I'm going to have to remember the way to get back. This isn't far from my base at all. What's it called? It's called a flower forest. Dude, this is exactly what I need, and there are a lot of flowers here. I think I actually saw someone's flower farm just here. So, I need to remember, because the only flower farm I've ever made was back in Season 6, and it had a bit of everything. Now, I believe if you bone meal a bit of grass, does it come back with only the same flowers, or is it literally random every time? Because I'm seeing a lot of red and orange tulips, but I'm not seeing any blue or anything. So do I need to spread this out over a wide area? Yeah, look at this. I'm only getting the same flowers. I think it's like chunk specific, but I may be wrong. If I go over here, in theory, that should be cornflowers and purple tulips. Yeah, okay, right. So we need to pick and choose our spots wisely. I don't know if there's a system for this, but look, purple, red, white. Well, they give white and then grey and then blue. So if I just make a long flower farm, that should, in theory, do the trick. In theory, I've never made one of these before, and I'm also not super interested in copying a design. Sometimes in Minecraft, the satisfaction comes from knowing that you made it yourself using your own noggin. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use our 2 remaining brain cells, and we are going to figure out how to make an automatic flower farm. I'm going to try and work backwards on this one, starting with the collection system. I think this should work. You know what? This is too embarrassing to explain on the spot because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go into a quick time lapse, and then you can see if you can spot me struggling. Well, it works. I managed to make a fully functional... Oh, look, he's bringing me a flower. Isn't that cute? Oh, he's burning. Oh, dear. This is what we call a hot delivery. Thanks. So, I'm going to call this a massive, massive success. So, this is the most janky redstone you've ever seen. But it works. We got ourselves a redstone loop that activates a bunch of bone meal underneath the ground where zombies like to spawn, and it is timed perfectly so it dispenses, releases the water, and all gets pushed as efficiently as possible. And from this we get orange, red, blue, pink. Is that white or light grey? I always forget. Light grey. And is this also light grey? And light grey. So we got 2 lots of light grey. And of course, white dye from the bone meal. But we've got we got a bone farm, so white dye is definitely not an issue. But this is a really, really good start. Now, all the other colors that we might need, such as yellow, we can get through double flower farm. So this gives us the dyes that we particularly need. But guess what? This build took way longer. This puny flower farm took longer than building the llama, unbelievably. I think I'm just going to hang out a little bit here and fill up a couple of shulker boxes full of stuff. So with this complete, all there is left to say is thank you very much for watching. I have run out of time officially. I want to say a huge thank you for listening to me about my new merch store. Please check it out if you haven't already. And I also want to say we got a lot done. Like, we killed 2 withers, built a llama, a flower farm, and we got some space for the barge. Like, Is this not the most diverse Hermitcraft episode achievement ever? I never thought I would have got... What is going on here? Okay, this is weird. I never thought I would have built a llama and a flower farm in the same episode. But here we are, episode 55, all done. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.